Okay, so I've got a few different types of fruit there. Also got coffee. I'm gonna head back now and get things set up. So back home again now. I'm gonna go and get this table set up and then we'll have a look at what's in the box there. Right, let's get set up. A couple of pavo tubes to light things. Actually might get another one. Not sure how I'm going to use these pavo tubes to light everything up. We'll come to that in a minute. I'm going to be using this Edelkrone slider. Try not to spill coffee over everything. Going to be using the motorized attachment for the Edelkrone slider, just so I can pre-program movement. So I'll get that set up in a minute. Alrighty then, so got the slider set up here. What I need to do now is take off the Sigma and put on the Probe Lens. So let's do the world's quickest unboxing now. Looks like we've got a bag inside. Nice little carry bag there, which is a nice little touch. Ooh, this looks nice. Proper case. Bit of that. And this must be it. Very nice. Okay, get this cellophane off. Ooh, James Bond style lockable case. How fancy is that? 2 locks even. Okay, I'm assuming this little tab here means it's locked at 000. Ready for the very satisfying click. Oh, how good did that sound? Let's do it in stereo. Here we go. Ta-da! Got all the usual cards, I won't go into that at the minute. Little USB cable, little pocket here, little remote control. If you want me to do like a kind of full review or breakdown of what's in the box and how to set this thing up, let me know in the comments below. So I'm not quite sure what that controls. I'm guessing probably the built-in LED light on this thing. It's really cool that you get that hard box. Really, really like that. Sorry about the lighting, I haven't actually got any lights set up yet. Nice little tiny lens cap here. It's really cute. So you screw off or pull off. So there's the lens, and around the outside there, around the outside, there's the LED light. Just going to put that back on. So what have we got here? Got an aperture ring. The minimum aperture, or maximum aperture, biggest aperture is f14. So it goes all the way down to 32 f40 is that? But even at f14, it's not going to let in a huge amount of light. So basically what that means is that we need to make sure we've got quite a bright environment. So at f14, we've got enough ambient light to light the subject. We'll get to that in a minute anyway. Could be interesting. Right, let's go get the Probe Lens attached to the A7S III. It does look quite ridiculous, the actual length of it. If I just try and hold it up so you can see, it's not the kind of lens that you'd walk around on the street with probably. Right, what I'm going to do now, get the A7S III attached to the slider here, and then we'll go and set up the table. Right, so that's the slider set up. I've got, just come around here a little bit, got a couple of pavo tubes here that I'm going to try and use for the main light. Got the slider set up, Probe Lens, and I'm going to use this chopping board here to try and create a kind of nice base for the food shots. You can see these little clips here. If you haven't got any of these little clips, they're super cheap and they're probably one of the handiest things you can have. Just got the pavo tube resting on a couple of these clips here. Creates like a little cradle, and they're not my books by the way. Right, so I'm just going to clear out some of this stuff and I'm going to do a little test shot, maybe with these tomatoes on the vine, and see how it goes. So I've got the tomatoes on the board there, and because the lens is currently set to f14, and if you have a look on the screen here of the A7S III, we're currently set to ISO 640. Because we're shooting f14, what I'm actually going to do, shooting in S-Log3 here, is I'm going to boost up this ISO to the second base ISO 12,800. That'll give us a bit more latitude, I suppose, in the shot. So we can select different apertures and we can turn the lights down now if they're too bright. Got the Edelkrone app open. What I'm going to do now is try and slide it. You can see it sliding there. Try not to crash in to the tomatoes. And if we have a look on the back screen here, I'm going to have to just go set my zebras up in a minute. You can see the shot there. So let me just go and set this up and I'll show you the first test video shot with this macro lens.
Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby.
So that was my first ever video shot with this macro probe lens. And the composition wasn't particularly great with the arrangement of the tomatoes and everything like that. What I'm going to do now is choose some interesting fruits and vegetables, and then I'm going to go and shoot them, maybe tweak the lighting and tweak the slider speed a little bit, and then I'll throw the final montage on screen. If you like this video so far, or you want to see more of this type of content, make sure you subscribe and then turn on notifications as well. You can always click the like button if you want to. Okay.